Hi everyone, I'm Sylvia and you're watching my channel Amara. Yesterday I received this amazing deck and today we will unbox it together. So let's start. It's called Darkwood Tarot. It's from Sasha Graham and the art is by Abigail Larson. I will show first the box. Like this. And this is the back. Here's written, entering the wood is easy, living is a different matter. How will you emerge? Dare to enter the dark wood and discover your shadow self with the enthralling Rider-Waite-Smith style deck. As you take on the role of a witch traversing the wood, each magnificent card becomes a vision of deep wisdom and guides you to a richer understanding of yourself. Examine secret desires and shadowy dreams. Explore the unknown recesses of your psyche. This captivating deck and full-color companion book lead you through the darkness and into the light that reflects your hidden talents and personal power. Sasha Graham's masterful storytelling is the perfect backdrop to Abigail Larson's art. Darkwood Tarot isn't an ordinary deck, it's an experience. Teresa Reed, author of the Tarot Coloring Book. Includes a 304-page full-color guidebook and 78-card deck. Okay. So the deck comes with this really sturdy box with magnetic closure. Here we see the Hermit card. It looks like the Little Red Riding Hood. So here is inside. Ace of Pentacles. We have this red ribbon to take the book. It is really heavy one. So this is the deck. Here is the bottom. Okay, so let's see first the book. It starts with this. Look, what's in there, Yoda? Only what you take with you. This is from the Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. I like it. Your guide through Darkwood Tarot. So you see, here we see the full card. Here we see Sasha Graham and Abigail Larson. And Sasha is the author of Tarot Diva, 365 tarot spreads, 365 tarot spells, and Llewellyn's complete book of the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot. She served as editor and writer of Los Carabeos, Tarot Fundamentals, and is a contributing author to Llewellyn's 220 Magical Almanac. Sasha teaches tarot classes and lectures around the globe. She lives in New York City and the Catskills and can be found online at sashagrahams.com. Okay, she's also an actress. Abigail Larson is a Hugo Award-winning artist specializing in macabre and gothic illustrations. She's worked with sideshows, collectibles, Universal Titan Comics, Dark Horse, etc. For more information on Abigail, visit abigaillarson.com. Okay, they look like this. So, what do we have here? We have introduction. So this is the book is made and the tarot as a story. So the shadowy witch is going into the dark wood. Here is her story. This, and then part 1, reading the wood. Okay. The shadow self, shadow meanings in tarot, the upside down world of reversals we have here, Book of Shadows, initiation, alchemical questions, enchantments. We have a lot of information. We have also numerology, like 1 beginnings, 2 partnership, 3 creativity, 4 structure, 5 challenge, 6 heart expansion, 7 uncanny, 8 infinite reflection, perfection, sorry, 9 wish fulfillment, and 10 endings. The 4 suits we have, the royal ones, the court cards, tarot spreads, shadow self tarot spread we have, for example, deadly problem spread, awaken inner magic spread, soulmate spread, and hindsight, insight, foresight spread. Part 2, cards of the dark wood, prologue, and then we begin with the Fool. And we have 1 page, we have the full illustration of the card, have the 2nd page, it's like this, and it's the same for the minors. I will show you where are the minors. Yes. For each card, we have first the Fool is the archetype of the child, so we have the archetypes. We have here also each step brings you closer to your destiny. It's like a sentence about each card. Then we have the story, we have the meaning of the card, and the shadow. So I will read a little bit about the cards so you can see what it's written. Just first open the deck. So these are the cards. They're glossy. I will make a little bit, I will zoom a little bit, like this. So there are almost the same as the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, a little bit shorter, as you see, just a little bit, maybe a little bit brighter. You see, we have these shadow borders, but I don't mind them. It's like looking into a mirror. So let's start with the Fool card. So we have this young witch here. The Shadow Witch takes her first step into the dark wood. A leap of faith is required. The Fool begins the journey. The end is the beginning. The beginning is the end. Her bag contains past lives, karma, and experience. The white rose you see here in her hand is purity and love. The black cat reflects feline magic. The fox is cleverness. The spider, here the spider, is the master of storyteller. And the creeping lizard, where is the lizard? Down here. Is passion and fire. The card is our human connection to the animal and spirit world. The jagged cliff generates with each step. The Fool walks in safety. So we have again after some keywords, meaning, and the shadow. So you see, it's like the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith. Here we have the Magician. The Magician is the archetype of magic and sorcery. Of the magic of the world resides inside you. You see, as above, so below. It's written on the table. We have some crown energy here. So the deck is the most filled with females, as you see, but I think it's also suitable for men because every one of us has this female and female energy. And figures, the females here are young, are beautiful. You don't see another ethnicity. So I don't know if you like this. So this is the High Priestess. Let me see. The High Priestess is the archetype of the authentic self. You are the divine whisper of the universe. And here is written Tara, you see. She's in the wood. Here we have the Empress. She's pregnant. Some people don't like this, but this is the symbol of creativity. Here we have the Venus in this heart. We have the bats. The Empress is the archetype of the mother. Your passion is the blueprint to your magic. I like the colors, really. This red is amazing. Here we have the Emperor. The Emperor is the archetype of the father. Define the boundaries of your life to create a kingdom. You see the Ankh here. The Ram is the symbol of Farias and the embodiment of strength, determination, rules, and order. This is a card of power. The Hierophant is tree, the sign of Taurus. We have the two keys here. The Hierophant is the archetype of the teacher. The answers you seek stand before you. We have these two turtles in State of the People. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Here we have the Lovers. The Lovers are the archetype of love. Love is the unifying, expansive and blinding force of the universe. They're sitting in a lotus, I think. Okay. The male focuses on the female, female, he sends all of his energy into her. She accepts the energy with her whole body and casts her eyes above to the dark angel. This graphic triangle of energy echoes the creative principle of the entire universe. The Hierophant's lessons become experimental in the lovers as we taste the nectar of divine love for ourselves. So this is the like Tantra. The Chariot, I like it. The Chariot is the archetype of the hero or heroine. Spread your wings and take 8. Okay. Then the Strength, and we see here a snake instead of the lion. Here we have a red rose instead of the sign of infinity. She's sitting in a lotus. Strength is the archetype of the warrior. Universal power lies within you. So this is Kundalini. In some of the decks, instead of a snake and a lion, we see also bear. I like the snake. This is the Kundalini energy. So here's written about the chakras in the book. The Yogini's upper chakras, the energetic centers of the body, are awakened, active and pulsating with power. Her crown chakra, located above her head, is the energetic point connecting her to the universe at large. It is portrayed as a flower budding through a concrete stone wall. Great. Also, we see the solar plexus chakra, located on the belly, is marked with the moon belt. It glows with power and self-esteem. The snake is her own creation. Her radiant energy will do her bidding exactly as she directs it. So we have all the chakras here. The Hermit is the archetype of the sage. The wisdom of silence is deafening. So she's going into the dark wood with this lamp, and here we see some, I don't know if you see them, some symbols, sacred symbols in the cave, scratched in the cave. Here is written that the hermit cave, like a dark forest or the underwood, reflects hidden knowledge and a journey. Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is the archetype of fate, fortune and destiny. The Symphony of Life is a perpetual wheel of motion. And here we have some elemental creatures. Yes, we see the earth, air, fire and water. Then we have the Justice card, which is very interesting. Justice is the archetype of the law. What you do to others, you do to yourself. So we have here two women, which are chained, like in the card of the Devil card. Here we have the sword. Just a moment to see what it's written. Two kneeling maidens are blindfolded. They can remove their blindfolds once they claim their role and responsibility for the actions, thoughts and choices, bringing them to the justice feet. The universe responds by greeting us with new possibilities and hidden delights. So this is like a karma card. Here we have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is the archetype of the mystic. The deeper you look, the more is revealed. This lady, I think she's a vamp. And here is not written the Hanged Woman, so they stay to the traditional titles of the cards. Here we have again spider, a bat. The Hanged Man asks you to examine your current situation from a new point of view. It is a moment of stasis, offering the opportunity of a new vantage point. It is space for you to gather the strength, insight, and resources you need. The Hanged Man appears like a signpost. Hold tight. Things are about to get interesting. She's like in a crossroad, and here is written on a simple level: the crossroad offers an opportunity to choose and foreshadow a meeting with the devil. The hanging spider, the weaver of stories, reminds us of the narratives we create. The vampire hangs upside down, reflecting that is supernatural. The vampire is the introversion of all things seemingly human and the essence of life amidst death. Vampires are mystics, and mystics each possess supernatural abilities such as levitating, mind reading, longevity, and immortality. The mystic does not swap the day for night, good for bad, or right for wrong, like the myths of the vampire, but instead accepts the wholeness and interconnectedness of all things. The Death card. Death is the archetype of death. Let death teach you how to live. I like this very, very much. You see the young child, which is looking into the eyes of the death, and the fallen angel, the hourglass, we have the scythe. It's very, very skinny. The death. The children accept all things at face value until experience education leads them to question and fear. Esoterically, death occurs during initiation into a magical or secret society. The old self drops away and the new soul emerges. Death inhabits Shavasana and final resting pose of yoga, where the practitioner is transformed by her practice. Death inhabits the shadows, forests, and thickets of Gothic literature, film, and horror. The Temperance card. The Temperance is the archetype of complexity. Transcend duality to embrace entirety. Oh, the death, the devil card. You were seeing the young girl. It looks like a boy, but it's a girl. The devil is the archetype of the shadow. Make fear your friend and turn obstacles into allies. Your shadow becomes an ally when embraced. Fear is never an effort to avoid. Avoidance equals indifference. Think of how it feels to be shunned or find out someone just doesn't care. Fear is realizing the value of a thing. trait. The shadows is every fear, terror, talent, desire, wish, and expression buried within the wells of the subconscious. The devil is the mythological creature springing from the human ego. The ego is the false construction of our personality, the idea of who we think we are. It is entirely self-created. We need not destroy our ego. We simply need to recognize it for what it is, and no longer be controlled by it. The Tower. The Tower is the archetype of destruction. An act of realize is the art of surrender. So we see here is falling, a woman is falling down. See beds. Other times the tower is sometimes as drastic as a complete life makeover, a move, a new job, a complete 180-degree turn. Other times the tower is a moment of crystal clear clarity where there was once confusion. You are reborn in ultimate aha moment. We have this beautiful star. The star is the archetype of healing. Universal alignment is your natural state. The star is naked, losing all self-consciousness. She is vulnerable yet active. Celestial radiance showers upon her. This is the energy of artist and muse. It reflects your connection to water, earth, and sky. She operates freely. The devil has relinquished his grip. The tower cleared the decks. You radiate hope, relief, and pleasure. She's so beautiful. The moon, also a beautiful card. The moon is the archetype of mystery. Portents are seen in the mind's eye and felt in the body. The lady rises from lunar subconscious depths as the pregnant moon rises in the night sky. Two wolves howl, reflecting our animal instincts. Dual Gothic towers foreshadow the evolution of what is to come, what will be built. A path leads from the water to a distant mountain. This is the path of completion. What rises is sure to become real. The Sun card. The Sun is the archetype of creator, health and vitality, our wish. So instead of the baby, we have this naked woman riding the horse. It reminds me of the story of Lady Godiva. I think you know it. There is a legend. According to this story, Lady Godiva took pity of the people of Coventry who were suffering grievously under her husband's oppressive taxation. And Lady Godiva appeals again and again to her husband, who obstinately refused to remit the tolls. At last, he said he would grant her request if she would strip naked and ride on a horse through the streets of the town. Lady Godiva took him at his word, and after issuing a proclamation that all persons should stay indoors and shut their windows, she rode through the town, clothed only in her long hair. Just one person in the town, a tailor, even afterwards known as Peeping Tom, disobeyed her proclamation. So this reminds me of the story. The figure is naked. You have nothing to fear, nothing to hide. You are free of attachment. She rides a horse, a symbol of power, mastery, and cooperation. Events work in your favor. Health and vitality are yours. The sun rises behind the garden wall, marking the boundary from past into future. You are safe from what used to threaten you. The creeping ivy suggests inherent growth and expansion, the tendrils of connection. The Judgment card. Judgment is the archetype of transformation. You have passed the point of no return. Judgment appears to remind you there is no going back to the way life used to be. Nothing will ever be the same. You see that you are capable of, and more importantly, you no longer ignore it. Choice evaporates as it becomes your eventuality. The Shadow Witch offers her neck willingly to the vampire. She is about to become an eternal child of the night. Vampire neck bites are erotic symbols marking metamorphosis. The Death card taught us that all life is temporal. Change is the natural state. This is what the Shadow Witch came for. Our instincts will lead us to what we require. We learn who we are. We surprise ourselves. The World. The world is the archetype of integration. You are the universe. And you see, the witch, the Shadow Witch, started her journey with the fox and the cat and the spider. And here is she again, naked, the spider, the fox, and the cat. So this is the end of the journey. The World is the ultimate card of grand final of the major arcana. It is the sweet spot of life when all energies mingle inside and outside, meeting in ecstatic union. Your desire is met. You share your gifts with the world. You are fully alive and present. It is the ultimate state of bliss. Then we go to the minor arcana, Ace of Wands. See this witchy hand. A bewitched hand holds a sparkling ace. The hand is the symbol of human ingenuity and potential. Hands suggest invention, creative ability, and expression. And here is written also, the Ace of Wands asks you to consider how you are currently handling the suit of wands, how you are accessing the energy of passion pulsates through you. Are you up to the challenge of a new cycle of excitement beginnings? Hindu tradition describes Kundalini or serpent fire as an uncoiling awakened energy. Are you ready and willing to let the energy of fire transform you? We have the Two of Wands. Which of Wands is this? And this is the planning stage. Every day you become more of who you are. When you know yourself, you know more than any fortune teller or psychic could ever tell you. Hold your power as the witch holds the crystal gazing ball. The Three of Wands, Vampire's Embrace. The vampire stands between three wands. Her victim lies at her feet. Look deeper. Is he dead? Does she hold him on the brink of life as a constant food source? Will she transform him into the companion? What would you do? The Four of Wands. Grumpy old Throw. The throws finger deep into the river. The flowing waters reflect consciousness and flowing life force. I speak from a tree in secret observation. It is the hidden hand of a guide, totem, or ally. Fire smoke rises like incense. Your passionate ideas rise higher and hold more consequences than you might imagine. Five of Wands, Clash of the Fairy Folk. So we have here these element creatures. Fives in tarot are the midway point of the story. They always suggest the ultimate challenge that must be met and overcome for evolution to occur. The Five of Wands reflects heated arguments. How can you channel excess energy? The Six of Wands, you see she has a baby in her hands. Parade of Ghosts. A woman holds a child in her arms. Ladies in waiting accompany her, their torches lighting the way. The Six of Wands reflects a public display of achievement. How can we inspire others with our actions? Seven of Wands. Confront the shadow. What are you afraid to look at? What have you been avoiding? It is the standing right in front of you. She's fighting the shadows here with the torch. Eight of Wands, Mermaid's Dream. So this is like a serene. The reclined mermaid expresses our own naked vulnerability. She remains exposed and open as she sends out her personal desire, each intention embodied in the wands shooting out above her. She casts a spell and makes her intentions known. The card is your energy in action. Here we have the Knight of Wands, a clown. Clown crossing. The fence reflects a barrier that has been transcended. It is stepping out into the darkness and pushing forward into unknown territory. 9 is the number of wish fulfillment. You are getting what you came for. Is it meeting your expectations? Is it all you wished? 10 of Wands, demonic fire. You have taken the current cycle and situation as far as it can go. Allow yourself to surrender to all you have learned. Surrender to what is out of your control. Appreciate what you have. Get ready to begin again. Page of Wands, burning ember. The Page of Wands is the ability to focus on what deeply thrills her. Her laser focus allows passionate communication. She gives full attention and collaborates with the invisible. Dreams churn inside her endless curiosity. Then we have the Knight of Wands, explosion. His personality is daring, putting everything on a limb for what he believes in. The Knight of Wands is the instigator of energy, carrying positive and negative ramifications. Queen of Wands. Charismatic flame. She is found in dancing flames and near flickering candles, but languishes in the heat of the sun. The Queen of Wands' greatest challenge is balancing her intensity. She may feel there is something wrong if she's not firing on all cylinders. King of Wands, iconoclast. Interesting. The King of Wands does what it takes to further his cause. An original thinker who is proud to stand apart from the crowd, he believes deeply in using his energies to spark ideas, efforts, and creative projects to others. His challenge is being overbearing and anxious if he feels undermined. Then we go to the suit of the cups. Ace of Cups. I like this scroll here. We see here dark wood written on the cup. A bewitched hand holds a cup. The hand is the symbol of human. We read this. Okay. Two of Cups, recognition. We thirst for understanding and recognition. To be seen is a desire shared by all things. See these horses and these two cups. Three of Cups. See these three cats here. Weird sisters. The cat vision quest collectively and are greater than the sum of their parts. This gives them cause for celebration. The emotional nature of cups is magnified by the creative number 3. It is the indestructible bond of friendship and showing up for others. The Four of Cups, we have here the fox. She's carrying a rabbit here, unseen gifts, and the other one doesn't see it. The number 4 implies stability, trust what you feel. The 4 empty cups stand as a reminder that we are like empty containers filled with emotion. We fill our emotional container by focusing on situation, projects, and people. He's looking really so sad, you can see it. It's so sweet. Oh, here a sad rabbit. Sadness. The 5 of Cups contains healing medicine if administered wisely. It reflects the challenge of the emotions. Its root issues returning to haunt us. The bunny has forgotten the wisdom of the magician who controls the inner experience of life through detachment and observation. Feel the emotions but do not identify with it. All things will pass. Once a challenge is met, integrated, and completely understood, the experience of life is illuminated with new possibility. Really, the book is great. I like it. I like it. Mother Crow, 6 of Cups. Emotional growth and nurturing abound. Simple nurturing gestures of love and caring return in karmic dividends. 7 of Cups. Vision quest. Here we have the 7 cups. We have different things inside. 7 cups contain secret gateways to magic. Each cup connects to a major arcana archetype. From the left, the cup of stars relates to the Empress and the star signs of the zodiac. The silver moon cup connects to the High Priestess lunar essence. The snake cup connects to the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot's lovers. The castle cup connects to the tower. The bejeweled cup connects to the wheel. The victory wreath connects to the world, and the dragon cup connects to the devil. And here's written cup 1, Empress creativity, cup 2, High Priestess intuition, cup 3, Lover's passion, cup 4, Tower disillusionment, cup 5, Wheel of Fortune, cup 6, World integration, and cup 7, Devil temptation. Really interesting. 8 of Cups. We have here a snake. The snake moves freely and without fear. Snakes are symbolic of rebirth and wholeness, as exemplified when shedding their skin. This is the card of setting off. It is leaving things no longer needed. The path is steep. It is the hermit's path. This is a journey upward, a movement towards something important. The time is now. Then we have the Knight of Cups, devour it. Our desires lie outside the spectrum of who we are, because in attaining our goals we are required to grow and shapeshift out of previous incarnations. We have the bird, but the cat is happy, but not the bird. 10 of Cups, we have a wolf family. Wolves made for life. They are pathfinder animals. Wolves connect to the energy of the moon and reflect latent psychic power. It is the satisfaction found in forging a path toward personal happiness, walking in tandem with qualities, people, hobbies, careers, and pursuits, filling you with joy. Surround yourself with elements of joy. Then we go to the court cards, Page of Cups, the intuitive. Observe without judgment, look deeper. The Knight of Cups, the romantic. The Knight of Cups spills poetry, emotion, and feeling. He dreams with clarity and intense emotion, causing the material world to follow suit. Fuel your imagination, because love is on the horizon. He's like making a picnic here. The Queen of Cups, the empath. She makes the invisible into reality. She's found amidst seashells. She dances in foamy rivers and takes refuge on the sand where earth meets ocean. The King of Cups, the virtuoso. The king stands before a pool of water, summoning a sensual water goddess. She rises like Venus from the foam. She is misty and vapid, a tempting siren. He brings you to the brink of love and shows you how to reimagine it. He is the dazzling possibility you may not have imagined on your own. The Suits of the Swords, the origin story, again bewitched hand, carries the sword this time. 2 of the Swords, retreat, you see her. Her reflection, I think this is this is ice, I'm not sure. The Two of Swords reflects a voluntary retreat into the inner mental sanctum. It is disordering the truth of what you feel. Forgo distraction from the chatter, energy, and influence of others. Find inner peace. Or maybe this is water, I don't know. Three of Swords. Here we have a spider and a heart in his web. The three swords, emblematic of the mind, reflect logical, creative ideas in conflict with the sensitivity of the heart. A heart is soft and spongy, red and veiny. The veins branch off like spiny tree roots. It is the true nature of love growing, sprouting and evolving. This card is the wand that lets in the light. Extreme beauty is as painful as extreme loss. Agony and ecstasy open us wider than we thought possible. The deeper the feeling, the richer the experience. Be brave. Experience shows you what it means to be alive. To imprison love is to lose its sense. Allow the Three of Swords to break your heart wide open. Wow. Four of Swords we have here, like the Sleeping Beauty. Happily never after. Old stories are dying. The new narratives must unravel. It is the nature of evolution. Hear the inner whisper speaking truth in your ears. Know what you know. React accordingly. Sweep well. Interesting. Five of Swords. Oh, cruelty. There is more than enough for everyone. Victory is sour when the game is fixed. Integrity is lost. Walk away, make amends, or relinquish your cherished role once and for all. You have the power to make the peace. Six of Swords. Journey. All waters spring from the font of the High Priestess. Alligators reflect power and danger lurking in unconscious depths. The number 6 reflects the heart center, while swords continue to express thoughtful ideas in mindful narratives. Is this a sense of rescue or theft? Seven of Swords. Red Hood in the Wood. This card is about making a clean gateway. It is the ability to evade detection and to escape unscathed. It reflects the need to take serious action. Eight of Swords. Execution. 8 is the transformative number. There is no going back. It is the time to finish what you started. There's no stopping now. It may feel obscure, but trust intuition will guide you through. Blindfolds are symbolic of initiation. Take it off. See the world through a new set of eyes. Okay, this mice here and the raven. Nine of Swords, very traditional, self-critic. The Nine of Swords usually appears when the situation at hand is so mentally arduous that changing your thoughts is the only option. Ten of Swords, death of the ego. The Ten of Swords appears when the situation has reached its conclusion. A lesson has been learned. A thought pattern is eradicated. So there is no blood, you see. This is just the end of the ego. Page of Swords, the detective. This is the young girl against the devil. Where is he? Yeah, you see. The Page of Swords is clever. She reads between the lines and divides the mystery and deeper meaning of all things. The Knight of Swords, the fighter. The Knight of Swords speaks to what crosses his mind. The Queen of Swords, the articulator. She is major feminine energy, a person who uses brain power to gather the best of any situation. The King of Swords is the thinker. You see his big sword here. The King of Swords is that rare individual that holds himself up to the high standards he sets. He would never ask someone to do or act in a way he would not. Ace of Pentacles, the last suit. You see, there is a door in the garden. This looks like a crystal ball here. Oh, the poor tree. Pentacles reflect people, objects, money, and things, like usual attracts like. Be sure you choose what you want carefully, so more of so it will naturally follow. The tree looks grumpy, but you can find the fun in your situation. Creativity. The card implies collaboration among groups of people. Of course. Four of Pentacles, you see again tree. There is a big, a large pentacle sits at the crown chakra. It holds a single pentacle at the heart chakra, while two pentacles are entwined at the creature's feet. Mandrake root connects to the grounding and stable nature of the number 4. So it's like keeping your energy. Five of Pentacles, Dark Knight. The 5 pentacles are packed inside the base of a tree, hidden like treasure in plain sight. If the couple could see past their pain, they would look up and discover salvation is at hand. The tree of life holds an entrance to the underworld, but it is blocked. The Devil's Deal, 6 of Pentacles. The Devil's position is powerful. He towers over the girls. The girls reflect your personalities. Is this an act of charity or an act of economic exchange? Does the girl know what she is signing up for? Examine this card as the concept of give and take. How do you give and take energy and attention? Slumber, the 7 of Pentacles. The girl itself in the slumber is the entire picture, a lucid dream of her own conjuring. Dream divination offers an opportunity to consider what should be done next. Oh, the music is gone. Just a moment. Eight of Pentacles. Where is now the Eight of Pentacles? Dryad. The Dryad handiwork reflects the continual evolution of the suit of Pentacles. The energy of growth continues to expand within the context of infinity, represented by the number 8. The Secret Garden, Nine of Pentacles. She's a Lady Bat. It's a dark fairy, actually, who was born from the shadows of the dark wood, stands in her secret garden. Nines are the number of wish fulfillment. This is the card of inherited traits and talents. It is being happy with the self and taking refuge in quality time alone and appreciating the finer things in life. It is knowing who you are. The Ten of Pentacles, Threshold. Animals gather at the tree, culminating like the Pentacles. The crows reflect the supernatural ability of bilocation, being in two places at once. Spider weave the web of fate inside the tree. A mama cat and her kitten reflect generations of the feline mystery. Bats reflect initiation and shamanic death. The senses are how we find ourselves in the world, in this world. They are also how we live in behind. The Page of Pentacles, the Student. She's sensorial and tactile in her approach to the world. She's the perfected state of being without judgment. She has faith in others and faith in herself. The Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady. He would rather take small steps than risk a large failure. In this way, he is safe. He is a gentle soul who never wants on purpose. Queen of Pentacles, sensual goddess. She uses this taste, she commands all 5 physical senses and uses them to continually enjoy and embrace the experience of being alive. She uses this taste to bring pleasure and manifestation to others. Oh, yeah. And the Knight of Pentacles, the Builder. The Knight of Pentacles is supportive of others. He is a philanthropist who delights in sharing and giving. His nature is calm and even-keeled. His brain is often lost in thought. He is rock solid. Then we have the epilogue. What happened to that witch? Yeah, and it's the end of the book. So this was the Darkwood Tarot. Here are the packs, Darkwood, and they're reversible, as you see. So if you like my video, I would be happy if you give me a like or subscribe to my channel, and tell me what do you think about this deck, what you like, what you dislike down in the comments. Thank you very much for being with me. Bye bye.